Welcome to Barry Cane Lane in Damascus, Oregon. We got the opportunity to tour this fantastic estate on over 2 acres. There's 7,000 square feet of indoor space on the property, 4,600 of which is in the main house, and over 2,300 square feet is also in the shop, which we're going to get to soon. But first, before we get started, let's go and check out the inside of the main home, and I'll show you around. So when we list properties, a lot of times we'll have a broker's open on the first weekend, so we'll bring in catering. This listing is presented by Jennifer Fidler and Don Clemens, and they allowed us to get on this tour today. They're getting some catering set up and getting ready for their broker tour, so we'll see them throughout, but we'll still go on with the tour and we'll check it out. So let's go inside. All right, they're already hard at work here, so I've got to get still the grand opening. So all right, here we go. Okay, here's the grand opening shot. Let's go inside. Right as you walk into the house, you can see how high the ceilings are. It really fits that criteria of anything listed above 1.6 million really needs that wow factor when you walk into the home, and this house definitely has it. So real hardwood floors throughout. This home has been owner occupied for quite some time, and you can certainly tell because they have really taken care of their property. This main living room area, which is conjoined with the kitchen and dining nook, I mean, this is probably about 24 feet by 24 feet, very large living space, could fit any size of a sectional that you'd want. One of the main features that I love about touring this house is the different spaces available. So it still has this dining room over here, which is off the kitchen, which would probably be your day-to-day use for breakfast and so on. However, they still have a formal dining room area as well. So if you have guests over and hey, somebody wants to play cards and some people still want to eat or finish up their dinner, you have clearly separate spaces so you're not walking over each other. This kitchen, I would say, is probably one of the ideal kitchens for what you have on sometimes in these very large homes. You get too far from the living room with the kitchen just because it's so big. I would say this home fits that livability score that most people are looking for. When you get too big on the house, it starts to feel cold, and that really, people call it homely is kind of the feeling. This house definitely, while it's 4,600 square feet, definitely still fits that homely criteria. In the kitchen, we've obviously got you've got to check out this stove. All right, how many burners do we have? We have 8 burners on this gas stove, and oh man, I'm gonna put it in the video after this. I guarantee there's a nice vent that opens up in the back, so check out our B-roll, you'll see it soon. And they obviously have our Sub-Zero fridge. This is, again, I just get excited when I see these refrigerators, and here, why don't you go past me and I'll let you look inside. So, and there's the thing, if you haven't opened a Sub-Zero fridge, there's a noticeable difference compared to a normal refrigerator. It actually feels like you're walking into the cooled section at Costco. You can feel that the temperature is exactly controlled. They're well worth the money if you have it to spend on their fridge, but they've already gotten the house for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, this is one of my favorite spaces in the home. This is the main office section here, and this is much larger. Even in estates, the offices are more kind of 10 feet by 12 feet. This is a really good size office. Clearly you can see they have room for the gas fireplace in here. You have plenty of room to be able to sit at your own desk and work, but also be able to entertain clients. The office is also pretty conveniently located towards the front of the home. So if you did have business clients coming over, they wouldn't be having to walk through too much of your family life to be able to meet in the comfort of your own home. So also downstairs, we've got one of the spare bedrooms in the house. And this would clearly be great. Grandma and grandpa are coming to visit. Somebody that needs to stay on the main level. Plenty of room to be able to fit a queen size bed in here and still have end tables and potentially even a TV. So they also has a full bathroom on the main level with the walk-in shower. We've got plenty of room here for guests that are coming to stay for, a week, visit the grandkids. I think it's a really good layout. So we're gonna head to the other side of the home, and before I go down and show you the garages, well, let's stop off in the laundry room here first. So I think this laundry room fits kind of the minimum size of what you would say that's a luxury laundry room in an estate property. Plenty of counter space, plenty of room to work. Has the sink in front of the window. I think windows in laundry rooms are a great idea, and especially in like the 90s, a lot of those homes that are even estate properties, they don't have any windows. It's like you're in a, I don't want to say dungeon, but it's kind of a dungeon of a room. So hopefully you can enjoy some time in that wonderful laundry room. And then they've got me sold with the double ovens. That is critical on Thanksgiving, any holidays when you're entertaining. Having that double oven really makes a big difference. And then here we got our formal dining room. Right now they have it set up for a table of 6. You could easily fit up to a table of 8 or 10 in here if you wanted to. I think this is a really good space. I think it's far enough off the main living area to where you can still have conversations and not be talking over other groups that are hanging out. But it's still to where, hey, you're not just totally disconnected in a different area of the home. And then we're heading down to the primary bedroom. So having this hallway here, if you're ever building a luxury home, please have some space between the entrance to the primary bedroom and the living space. That's a huge complaint I get from buyers when they look at homes and the bedroom door is right off the living room. People do not like that. This house is set up correctly, and they have a California king size bed in here, so I can kind of give you a scope of the size of this room. And obviously we've got our 10-foot ceilings, gas fireplace, beautiful windows looking outside. And usually I'm not a fan of carpet as much, but over the years I have grown to be a fan of carpet, especially in primary bedrooms. It definitely makes the space feel more cozy. And also you're not having that much traffic through that room, so it's not really that much different to maintain compared to a hardwood. All right, and then we come into our primary bathroom here. So we've got the fully built-in jetted tub. We've got a full walk-in shower. And one of those day-to-day life convenience things, and if you're ever building a home, they've got one vanity on this side of the bathroom, and there's one vanity on the other side of the bathroom. So this is something that helps in convenience and day-to-day, and when somebody's getting ready, you're not kind of bumping elbows and having to fight over each other when you're prepping to go out for the day. So we're gonna go back out to the main living area and then head upstairs. Okay, here, back up a little bit. All right, perfect. So here's our prom and homecoming photos right here. This house is going to be the life of the party at any of those high school, college events. So this is your perfect staircase that you should demand that in a property that's over $1.6 million. It's got to come with that. You want to be the hub. You want to have people at your house. This is a great house for entertaining. So I'll quit ranting on the staircase and let's actually go see some rooms. So when we're upstairs, the first room that we're stopping off in is going to be one of the spare bedrooms. A really neat thing about this house is that almost all of the bedrooms have a bathroom attached. From talking with the owner, that was one of the things that they appreciated about their home the most. And as you can see, it's definitely not small bathrooms either. I mean, for any high school age student or any kid, that would have been quite the dream growing up, being able to have my own bathroom and not fighting over siblings. All right, let's head to the next spare bedroom. We've got plenty to see still. Here's our next spare bedroom. So at that 4,600 square feet, all these bedrooms are going to be that 14 to 16 feet for room dimensions. They're really good size. You can fit any size bed. This bedroom also has its own complete bathroom. It's a little bit smaller on this one, so you don't have to go too far in there, but it is still separate. It doesn't back to any walls of the other bedrooms either, so it's going to be pretty convenient in day-to-day life, not waking other people up if somebody has to get up at a different time than others. And then the final space for the main home that we're going to look at is going to be the bonus room up here. This is a huge bonus room. This rug has to be 18 feet long, at least almost 20 feet long. So you can easily fit a pool table. You could put your movie theater in here. You could certainly entertain. It's got really good light that comes in from our windows. It's a little cloudy today, but this essentially is facing east. The other windows on the other side of the room behind you are facing west. So you're going to get that sunrise and the sunset in this bonus room area. So you could always do some blackout curtains if you want the movie theater, or you have plenty of daylight to be able to entertain anytime. So now that we're done with the upstairs, let's go check out the main garage that's on the home. It's a 4-car extended garage, so we do want to check that one out. And then we're going to head out to the shop. I'm sure some of you are waiting for that. Let's go. So realtors, we drive around in a suit, we hang out in our car. That's about all we do in the day, all right? No, it's not. We got Jen Fidler, who's one of the listing agents over here. Let's get her in the video. Come on. She's got gloves on. She's working hard. She's getting ready for the open. That is what a realtor does beyond all sorts of other stuff. It's the primary garage in the main house. This is an extremely large garage to be attached to your home. So it's got 4 cars it can fit in here. without any problem. I mean, I'm kind of thinking I might put a gym in here, be attached to the house. It could be controlled by HVAC. That would certainly be nice, but you can easily park a full-size, F-350 or full-size pickup truck in here without any problem and still be able to walk around the front and the back. That's a huge difference, especially with any new construction that we're seeing. They are not building those to fit trucks that are built this size these days. So now that we're done with the main house, let's go out to the shop and I'll show you around. So I will notice we're walking around the property, rocks like these are not cheap. So they did a really good job of landscaping the whole property. This property sits on 2 acres, and to be in town, that is really rare. It also is in a gated neighborhood where there's only 6 homes back here. So really anybody that's on your street, they should either be living here or be friends of somebody that lives here. And for me, being a father, I think that is a really big selling point to be able to have my kids be able to go out, play in the road, play in the huge driveway, play on our property, and not have to worry about their safety. Look at this shop. Look at the shop. It's huge. I want to see inside. Let's go. We spent enough time. Well, I mean, I will admire. There's a big pad. We've got basketball courts. They've got trampolines. We got plenty of room for all the fun. But it's time for my fun. Let's go into the garage. All right, upstairs, we've got a full area where you can entertain. It's fully finished off. There's a bathroom up there. There's a living room up there. It's in really good condition for friends that are staying that you don't necessarily want to have them stay inside your main home. That's a great space where they can hang out. This garage is massive. It's over 2,300 square feet large. So they've got 3 bay doors. The one in the middle, you can clearly see here, I believe that's 24 feet tall. So you can fit a full-size motorhome in here, easily 3 or 4 other cars when the motorhome is in this garage. There's a ton of space. You could put your gym out here. You could put your because the ceilings are so high, you could drive golf balls into a net. This is really one of those garages that really hits the mark for what a lot of people are looking for in a shop space. They also have this lift that's installed. I do believe they're going to be leaving this with the property. So this is a full-size lift. They can take their car all the way to the top. The ceiling's plenty high. Makes really easy access for being able to work on vehicles. And then downstairs, there is a half bathroom. It is on the smaller side, so we're not going to do too much of a tour in there, but it's pretty good size. They've got water. They've got HVAC out here. They've got the bathroom. This house is pretty much ready to go. This garage is ready to go. It might be a house. I might just live out here. All right, let's head upstairs. So this bonus room up here really takes me to Central Oregon. It feels like Bend, it feels like Sun River. They did a really good job with the trim and making it a little bit more rustic feeling. They've got barn doors on the bathrooms and one of the bedrooms up here. And this is just a neat space. It's plenty of room to be able to fit couches, a pool table, ping pong table, and air hockey. So we've seen enough up here. I'll show you the quick bedroom and the bathroom in this shop before we head back down. I'll let you go in and check it out. The bedroom they have up here, we're probably looking at 20 feet by 20 feet easily. That's 2 twin beds in here, and you have plenty of room in between for kids to be able to play or to be able to get changed. And you can see that full bathroom that we have also up above the shop. So just the shop in itself has 1.5 baths, and then the house has 4 full bathrooms and 2 half baths as well. So let's head back down. We'll take a quick trip around the yard, and then I'll get you guys out of here. So as I said before, the property's on 2 full acres, so you really start to feel that when you're pulling into park. There's plenty of room. If you got a truck and a trailer, you're going to be able to turn it around on your own property. You're not having to back into really tight spaces. So that 2 acres really buys you a lot compared to having this big of a house. Usually we'll see them on like half of an acre, which means that you've got a great big house, but you really don't have any room to be able to go play outside and enjoy some beautiful Oregon days that we get every once in a while here. So we'll take us out to the yard, and they did a good job of putting paths in. So this is actually a gravel path, runs all the way around the entire yard. They actually did a really good job too on, you can see some of the arborvitae over there. This backyard is completely private. There are no neighbors that look down into it. I think that this yard is probably prepped for somebody needs to put a pool in here. I think that's going to be the next step. And with this house being listed at $1.8 million, I do think that, hey, if somebody spent $200,000 or $300,000 into putting a pool in, I think it could definitely make sense on the investment. And I think this property could easily compete with homes that are in that 2.1 to 2.4 million range. All right, let's head up some rocks and we'll check out the outdoor entertaining area. So we'll start on my left. They've got kind of an outdoor kitchen setup going on over here. They've got the Traeger, they've got the cleaning table. I think that somebody, if they wanted to add on to that, that's definitely going to add value to the property in the future. And do what you want to set up over there. So if you want to set up a sink, you want to set up more barbecues, pizza ovens, buyers love that. You should be able to get your money back on resale, but really those outdoor updates are definitely worth it. So right now they've got a full wood burning fireplace outside. They've got some lights strung up. They've got the hot tub out here. And this door that's right off the hot tub, that came off of the primary bedroom. So with this patio being so big, you easily could also section this off a bit, have your own private space off of your bedroom, or you could just leave it open for normal living. All right, let's head back inside and then we'll get out the front door. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me on this tour today. Please come check this property out. It is a one of a kind. Thanks for joining. I'll see you on the next one.